generating programs that will get athletes and coaches excited. This is going to be through age group, senior, local, regional, and national. First, it's got to start with you. And if you want to change the dynamic of your programs, then you start with your youngest and get them excited. But in order to get some of them excited even more is if you have some senior athletes, because those kids always look up to those senior athletes. If you can get a very popular athlete who is well liked by everybody, and you can get them to buy into doing some open water training or trying open water as an event, then everybody's going to migrate towards that, or at least be open to it. Get that athlete to participate in a competition. And in that competition, you're going to say, hey, if you finish this in this place, then we're going to outfit you with a warm-up and cool shirt, cool hat, any kind of swag, stuff we all get, right? That swimmer can go back and be able to say, yeah, I got this through because I did open water. All those kids are like, oh, I want that. I want to be able to do that. I want a cap like that. Well, then you're going to have to do open water. And the next thing you know, those kids are starting to get into or figuring out how to get into open water. If the kids are pushing, I want to do open water because I want that stuff, then the parents are going to start to get involved. Well, if the parents are going to start getting involved and getting excited and getting behind open water, then the board is going to have to start listening, because those are made up usually of parents of those kids. And the next thing you know, you've got support. So I would start with your age group, but I would somehow, some way, figure out a way to get, through social media, have a swimmer go to an open water event and then just inundate them with stuff. They get social media, they get on the website, they get mentioned, they get their name up on a poster board because they did this swim. And because it's cool. It's something that most swimmers don't do. They are doing something that's rare. And so give them credit for it. Well, then everybody else is going to want credit because it's different for them too. I highly recommend that you approach it somehow, some way, doing it that way. Set goals of when they should be up and running. If you want to start your open water program, set a goal as to when you want that to begin. You're going to have to do some investigating as far as where's safe water, where's clean water, where do I have boats that I can utilize, how many people can I have out there, because you don't want 50 swimmers out there with two people in boats. That's not safe. If anything happens, that's one boat down. Now you got one boat for 49 swimmers. You definitely want to have an area that you can control and enough eyes on that area so that if anything happens, somebody can get to them to help. Who is responsible for seeing that it gets done? Is it the coaching staff? Is it a parent that you can put in charge? Who's going to be responsible for getting the program up and running? Quarterly checks. All right. You have to stay on top of it. And or nothing's going to get done. The squeaky wheel will get the oil if you're doing quarterly checks and you're going, hey, this wasn't done, attention can be paid to it. You definitely need to be doing your quarterly checks. And to plan and stick to it. All right, you can't be changing a plan after 1 week of trying it. It may take some trial and error, and if you stick to it, it'll settle down into the plan that you want. May not look exactly or be done exactly as you originally thought, but it'll be darn close to it. But if you're changing it all the time, then everything's new all the time. And you can't ever learn from, something that's constantly changing. Wheels of progress move slow. Create even a 5 or a 10-year plan. When I started the domestic program for open water in USA Swimming, I had a 10-year plan. And I spelled out, here's the programs we wanted to have. Here's how they were going to be conducted. Here's who was in charge of it. Had a budget, a timeline, and who was going to answer for it. And we stuck to it. Always had stumbling blocks. We always lifted ourselves back up because we kept our eyes on the prize. You got to have officials to be able to run races. So make sure that you're educating your local officials what's safe, what the rules are, and then you've got the ability to run races. Now, if you can do this within your program, then what about your? I'm not sure how it's developed there where you're located, but here we have LSCs or local swimming committees, and it's made up of different clubs in a region. So if one group is doing it, the other team might be saying, "Hey, I want to do that too," and then maybe we can have dual meets, or maybe we can have tri meets, and the next thing you know, we got a bunch of clubs doing it together. Then you can attract the attention of the federation. Hopefully, get some folks involved there.